Alright lads, this video is going to basically just go over how to become a digital nomad, how to start earning 10, 15, 20k per month while traveling the world. And actually traveling the world is a plus when it comes to digital nomads, especially with the job position I'm going to be showing you that in a second. And firstly I want to go over the point of don't be a money nerd, bro. A lot of people want to make a lot of money and then just sit in their room and just keep making a lot of money. Like cool, yeah, cool, you could be a money nerd and then in 10, 15 years what have you got to show for it? You just got a bunch of money. You have no stories, no accolades, nothing, bro. You have nothing. I think Sartorius Shooter said this perfectly in Jack Hopkins' video. You want to be that person with stories, that person with money, that person that has a lot of girls, that person that can speak to anybody, that person that can travel the world whenever he wants to, not be stuck in one room making money and not having any stories to tell for it. You know, be that person that has grandkids and kids that you're telling stories to all the time, bro. This happened in this situation, this happened there. Oh yeah, I remember back in the day, this happened and this. You want to be so good at telling stories as well, because a lot of life is storytelling and just being able to portray your vision and your path in your life to other people. So once you start making 2 to 10k, instantly just start traveling. As soon as you hit that 2k mark, monthly recurring revenue, go to Thailand, go to Philippines, go to these cheap countries where you're probably going to be spending less than if you were to just stay in your hometown or stay in the place that you're at. If you go and travel to Thailand, Bali, Philippines, Malaysia, you're going to be like that person that earns so much more money while traveling, and you also have nice backgrounds, you're living in nice hotels, all for cheaper than just paying for rent. You know what I mean? Cheaper than paying for rent in London. And you need to create new stories, bro. Meet new people, market with different people, network with different people, make more money just because you're opening doors and being in rooms with people that are also making money. If you stay in your house and stay in your building, your brain is going to be blocked. And like, I think there was a quote, something like, if you put a shark in the fish tank, he's only going to grow as big as the fish tank. So you want to just put yourself in the ocean. As soon as you outgrow in that fish tank, put yourself in the ocean. That was from somebody. I forgot. That was from Matt Jacob. Bro, I'm saying my man's name too much these days. And this is like, how are you going to do that, right? How are you going to be able to travel the world and make a lot of money doing it? Firstly, you have to understand this principle, right? You have to understand this principle. And it's the universe is extremely giving, but only if you want it bad enough. Only if you're determined and disciplined enough to get it, the universe will run towards you just as fast as you're running towards it, even faster, probably 10 times as fast. And you first have to be determined and be disciplined and want to do it, because nobody's going to give you anything in this world. It's all just what you're able to get. But the universe will give that to you if you understand that if it understands that you really want to get it. When it comes to anything, if you really want something and you're determined about getting it, you will be given it at the right time. Whether it's soon, whether it's later, but it depends on like how quick you are at moving and how fast you are with speed and business. And also, it's a lot better, it's a lot easier when you have a defined vision, because then the universe knows what to give you, you know what you're going towards, and you know what you're going to get. Make like a clear vision and work as hard as possible to get to it, and it will just come to you. It will come to you as you walk towards it. And I have my little vision here. Like, these are the hubs that I'm going to be staying in. These hubs are the ones that I'm going to be living in. This Miami condo, this place in London, this place in Miami or London, I forgot which one it is. This is a little villa in Thailand. I want to fish like this, moving around this nice little outside area in Thailand, little retreat that I need to go to if I want to. This is a little bathroom I'm going to have in London. These are apartments in London, these are apartments in Miami, these are apartments in Miami, and this is in Thailand. That's my hubs. My hubs are going to be Thailand, Miami and London. Going to be moving throughout all of those places and staying in those places as much as possible. Maybe Dubai as well, but maybe not, who knows. I'm going to be driving Lamborghini Uruses, Porsches. Whenever I see stuff like this, it hypes me up. It makes me know that this is what I'm going to get and this is what I'm aiming for. And sooner or later, I'm going to be in this Lamborghini Urus. I'm going to be in these Porsches. I'm going to be in these fast supercars. And this is my monthly return, my monthly income. This is what I'm going to be earning monthly. This is what I'm going to be earning monthly. Like, a lot of you probably looking at me like, oh, this guy's crazy, yeah. But come back in a year's time, like come back in 2-3 years time, I'm gonna be at this goal, or at least very close to this goal. Just because I also have, I don't only have this, right? I don't only look at this. This is the first step. The second step is understanding how you're going to get there and just clearing that up as much as possible. So you're walking the path, and you're walking that path is going to lead you to this vision. So I recommend doing this first, and then figuring out how you're going to get there and what you're going to do in order to get there. And I've got all of that written out as well. That would be a long video if I just go through that. Maybe if you ask me in my school community, I'll send that over to you. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to get there, and maybe that can clear up your path a little bit as well. So join that school community. It's free, completely free, and it will help you get to your goals as well. And it's mainly around remote closing and appointment setting. But so make a vision, make sure you're walking towards that vision, and then also I highly recommend you find remote work. The good thing about remote work, right, is it pays you more to travel. It pays you more to travel, first of all, because you have nice backgrounds, you have a nice energy, you have a nice aura. People want to travel as well. So if you're selling them something that's able to get them to their position, to the position that you're in or further, they're going to be like, yo, this is sick. I want to do that. I want to buy that. It's going to be easier for you to close people. It's going to be easier for you to appointment set, mainly closing, because they can actually see your face-to-face background, your energy. It has an uncapped commission. There's no capped commission with closing. It's just about how much you do, how many calls you take, how your percentage is, how high your closing rate is, how good you are speaking to people. All of these skills that you're building up, as well as traveling, as well as moving around, as well as getting to your goals, uncapped commission, all of that type of stuff. So find a remote job that pays you to travel. I recommend remote closing heavily. Appointment setting is good as well, but I highly do recommend just remote closing. It's just so good. It's so good to travel. And yeah, traveling is literally encouraged, as this next point says. Traveling is literally encouraged in this game of remote closing. It's highly encouraged. If you want to travel, I recommend you travel heavily, because people, like I said before, people are going to see your backgrounds, people are going to see what's behind you, people are going to be intrigued in your surroundings. You're going to be way better energy. You're going to be healthier, fitter. The sun's gonna be in your face. People are gonna be able to see that you are living your best life, and they want to also live their best life, which is by buying your course or product or whatever you're selling, whether it's fitness, whether it's sales, whether it's investing, whether it's trading, whether it's dropshipping, whether it's SMMA, whether it's AI, anything that you sell, somebody will want to buy it more because you're in a better position than them. You're living your best life. You can talk about how your journey was like, and they can resonate with you more as a person. They can like you as a person. All because you're doing a remote job and you're traveling while doing that remote job. So this is stuff that you can think about when you're trying to find a remote closing position or just a remote job in general. You can do copywriting, you can do ghostwriting, you can do content creation. You have to plan out what your day looks like. My day is simply like this: travel somewhere, go to a cafe or a restaurant or a lobby with my laptop, close 3 deals in a day, earn 10k commission that week, go travel somewhere else. Simple. That's literally like what my day can look like. That's what my day will look like. And while I'm doing that, I'm also building up a brand, building up a personal brand, showing what I can do, building up an offer, building up something that I can sell personally that can help people. And I genuinely focus on client results so people can start living the life that I'm living. This type of thing. That's kind of like where I'm going with this. And that's the kind of direction you can take it in as well, as long as you just focus on the vision and do the steps in order to get there. And your first step, if you want to get into remote closing, should definitely be joining up that school community. It's a free school community. It will allow you to figure out how to find remote closing jobs. It will allow you to understand the sales psychology behind remote closing. Everything that I know about remote closing, you will be able to understand through that school community alone. You'll find your mock partners in there. You'll practice closing. You'll be prepared for opportunities. And once you do get an opportunity, you'll just start running. You'll start flying. So yeah, lads, that's that. That's how you're going to be able to make a lot of money while traveling the world. I highly recommend you look into remote closing. It's just high ticket sales. You're selling high ticket offers and you're closing big deals. So that's what I'd recommend you do if you want to try and travel the world and make a lot of money doing it. There's all of these digital nomads doing a whole bunch of different stuff. People, software engineering, people posting on Snapchat, posting reels and stuff. But with remote closing, you can start with remote closing and then use that as a vehicle to do other things like selling your own offer. Maybe you're really into fitness, but you want to first close for a fitness guy. You can see how the fitness industry runs its own info products and how it runs the mentorship programs. And you can tweak things, understand how you can do it better to see better results, build your own offer against that, or not against it, but build your own offer separate from that, and then start closing big deals because you already have a lot of experience closing big deals. There's no big issue for you. You can set a high ticket. You understand how to give people all of that value, so you can set a high ticket. You can sell these things yourself. Once you start selling a lot, then you can put somebody else in your place, train up a remote closer. You already know all of the remote closing stuff. Train up the remote closer to do what you do, and now you're outside of the business. You can just post reels, post content, travel the world, do other stuff. So that's kind of where remote closing can take you. You learn the skills you need in order to sell. You can speak to big business guys. You can network with business people everywhere. You can network while you're working. Like, you can be selling such a high ticket offer that the only people that you speak to during a day-to-day basis is high level business owners. You can network with these guys. They understand you, they know you, they can, if they find an offer that's better or they have their own offer, you're the first person to come to because you have that reputation for yourself already. So I recommend just get your foot in the door with remote closing, join up my community, find a mock partner, and just practice. As soon as you find an opportunity, just start running with that opportunity, start making a lot of money, start closing on that opportunity, start building a name for yourself, start posting on social media, and then the world's yours. So you can literally do whatever you want to once you have the sales skills and once you have the remote closing skills, once you know people, once your foot's in the door, once you start building up your personal brand. That's when a lot of different doors open up. You can start working less hours and actually start doing more throughout the day. Well, technically working less hours, but you're still working if you're traveling, if you're meeting people, if you're going for dinners. That's still kind of work, but yeah. You can just do it from your phone. You don't have to be sat in an office somewhere. So I highly recommend you go and look into remote closing to the school community. But yeah, man, that's the end of that. If you lot enjoyed that video, I'll make a lot more. If you didn't, let me know. I'll change up the style. I'll change up what I do. I just keep changing up, keep seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. And yeah, this is just me ranting now.